Readers, have you noticed that when you read your biography, there are tons of facts coming at you all at once? So and so had three brothers and two sisters. So and so was born in 1972 in Cleveland, Ohio. So and so went to Acorn Nursery School and Big Oak Elementary School. And it's hard to hold on to all that stuff, isn't it? What should you flag with your Post-its and what could you skip? Today, I want to teach you that when readers read a true story about a person or an event in history, they usually know from the very start why that person or event is famous. They already know the end of the story. And this can clue readers into details that will turn out to be really important to hold on to because it relates to the climactic ending about why that person or event is so important. Take our article on Ezra Jack Keats. We already know that he's an award-winning author and illustrator. That's what he's famous for. Now we can think, is there a second theme that runs through that story? And we noticed yesterday how often his dad was mentioned. His dad saying, you're not going to make a living as a starving artist. So we could say that Ezra wanted to be both an artist and someone his father approved of. In other words, readers, remember that when you summarize your narrative nonfiction, you need to be able to find the main storyline, the way the story holds together, and it helps to think about what your subject really wants. Think about the plot line. You already know how it's going to end. So use what you know about how your subject, your person or your event is famous, and be on the lookout for details, those breadcrumbs the author's giving you along the way that will eventually end up to being really important. They're going to contribute, they're going to build to that ending. Those are the things you jot about. So try it now. Think about the book you started yesterday. First thing, why is your subject so important? Why is that person or event famous? Whisper it in your hand. Why is it so important they had to write a book about it? Now, don't stop there. As a powerful nonfiction reader, push yourself. Go back to the pages you've already read. Find key scenes, key moments that connect to the idea about your person or event's importance. What were the signs early on that your subject would turn out that way? And flag those parts. Once you have some of those scenes flagged, you're ready to see how those parts connect, how they build together. Think to yourself, which details can I put together like jigsaw puzzle pieces that will help build why my subject is so famous? Add them up together. Today, as you go off, take a moment before you continue reading. Summarize your person or your event in 4 or 5 sentences. You can do it out loud. You can sketch it. You can speak to it into a microphone. You could write it. This is hard work. And it helps to think about what your subject really wants, what obstacles occur and get in the way, and most importantly, how does your subject react to those difficulties? When you do this work, you may find a secondary thread, like we did with Ezra Jack Keats, when we notice how on the one hand he wants to be an artist, and on the other hand, he wanted his father's approval. And those are things you're going to want to jot down, along with the clues along the way that led you to that discovery. Think about your work plan that you have for yourself today. Think about how you're going to do your mini summaries to hold on to what's really important that are going to contribute to some bigger ideas about your subject. And remember that when you're reading, you should be reading at high volumes. So that means about 2/3 of a page per minute. Not so fast that you're not understanding or holding on to what's important, but not so slow that you're not getting through your book. So think a little bit more than halfway down the page in a minute. All right, readers, off you go.